For over 100 years, only 3 people on the entire planet knew how to throw a bolt of lightning, and for over 1,000 more, there was only one family in the entire world who knew how to bend lightning. And those people were of course the Fire Nation royal family. But by the time Korra grows up, that same ability is being taught to teenagers working a factory shift and seems to be just as common and just as easy as breathing air. So how did this happen? Why was lightning so rare during Aang's time but so common during Korra's? Well, hit that subscribe button, and today we're going to break it all down. So the reason for this shift has to do with the Fire Nation royal family hiding it for generations. Lightning generation shows up so rarely in the Avatar timeline that most characters treat it like folklore. Go back to Avatar Kyoshi's era, generations before Aang was even born, and almost nobody in the Fire Nation believed that the ability was even real anymore. It had faded into old stories, the kind that older relatives mention and younger people roll their eyes at. But then a warlord named Zhu Ping An revealed that he could actually do it, striking Kyoshi in the middle of a duel with a precision that nobody saw coming. Once this man was defeated, however, the Fire Nation kept him alive in secret captivity for years. Not out of mercy though, but because they wanted his knowledge extracted and studied. That single decision tells you everything you need to know about how this nation treated the technique of lightning going forward. It wasn't something that was meant to ever be taught widely. It was something to be owned, and something that was kept firm and tight within the Fire Nation royal family. And then we move forward many years into the 100-Year War, and the pattern is still holding. The only people shown capable of generating lightning are Fire Lord Ozai, Princess Azula, and Prince Iroh at the time. All 3 of them direct members of the ruling family of the Fire Lord. No general, no elite firebending instructor, no soldier anywhere in the ranks of the Fire Nation army even dares to demonstrate it, because they simply can't. In the arranged marriages of the Fire Nation royal family, they made sure to only marry people into their family who showed some potential, at least some, to be able to someday be able to bend lightning. And most people in the world in the Fire Nation at that time simply didn't have that ability. And what makes this even more telling is Zuko. He's just as royal as Azula. He carries the same bloodline and he trains under the same people, but yet he never manages to generate a single spark of his own lightning. Sure, he can redirect it, he can do many great feats of firebending later in the series, but even to this day he has still never bent lightning on his own. Now, as a result of this factor, there is a big fan theory about why Zuko never bent lightning in his life, and it goes that once Zuko became the Fire Lord, he made a decision that breaks a century of tradition. He first of all says, "I'm never going to bend lightning in my life because it's against everything I value. It's cold-blooded fire and I'm not cold-blooded anymore." And then he says, "Despite myself having those views on lightning, I'm going to open up lightning to the entire world because it has such great utility and can create electricity and could be so useful for the Fire Nation and for the entire world." So he opens the secret up from the royal family to the entire world. And from that moment, the entire world learns how to use lightning because Zuko makes it public knowledge. Lightning generation stops being a family secret passed down in whispers and becomes something that can actually be taught, studied, and trained just like any other advanced firebending skill. And by the time Korra comes along, that openness had decades to take root. Mako can generate lightning, a small-time criminal named Lightning Bolt Zolt can do it well enough to build a name around it, and Republic City now runs an entire power plant staffed by firebenders trained specifically to generate lightning and feed it into the city's electrical grid. None of these people are royalty, I don't have to tell you that. None of them needed a bloodline to get where they were. It's simply that common in the world because Zuko opened up the Fire Nation royal family vaults and told people what lightning is, how to learn it if they wanted to, and probably also how to redirect it to defend themselves if they needed it. And that shows you exactly what kind of Fire Lord Zuko was. He was one of openness, one of peace, one who wanted to share his knowledge with the world in a non-violent way, a direct opposite to Sozin. So that is why firebending is so rare in Aang's time but so common in Korra's, because Zuko opened up the Fire Nation royal family vaults. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Really hope you enjoyed. If you made it this far, drop a thank Mr. Zuko in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next one.